dias. Another Monday, another week, another day, another dollar, as the saying goes. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. Well, I'm already in the green, and this is kind of what happens when I'm already in the green, and I know that I'm not really going to trade at 74, 76, because as you should, not should know, but, probably should know that that's a kind of a take profit area there. That's going to be resistance there. And you should have been long at that 60 reclaim, which is exactly what we discussed over on the Discord community. If you're not there, I would suggest you kind of, just check it out if you want to see what we're talking about there. But yesterday was pretty straightforward. I was not looking for no shorts at the Sunday Open. We were looking for longs. I actually took a long at 59, but then I wasn't at home. So I ended up taking it out for like a 2-tick loss. But whatever. Once I got home, I was looking for the long. And the idea here is we were trying to stick with the right side of the move. If we can just stay with the move, we can go with the move, if that makes sense. If you can't really identify where the move is headed, well then, it makes life a whole lot harder in my opinion. But I already locked in profit there at 74. I mean, I could have held for that 76 push. But could have, would have, should have. It doesn't matter. I'm already deep in the green, and this is what happens when I get bored. I'm gonna show you guys something. Okay, I started to get inspired and motivated, and I'm like, no, something. I gotta do something for Christmas, like a special. And then I came up with this. Okay, see if you like it. Now it's not done yet. It's a work in progress, but nonetheless, this is it. This is your Christmas special. Okay, I was listening to the song this morning, and then somehow I got inspired. Do you guys know this song? I made my own. Choo-choo train, choo-choo train, choo-choo train pumps. Look at it. It matches so well with the fucking song. Okay. Oh my god. I had to share with you guys. I'm working on that. It's a song. Yes, it's a Christmas special song. When it's ready, I will play it for you guys completely. But for now, that's what I got. Choo-choo train pumps. It goes down, then squeezes right back up. It's going and blowing through the stops. And now all the bears are all ducked. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard about this morning. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what happens when I got nothing to do. All right, let's get serious though. I know we're here, we still gotta be serious here. So, but still, that's pretty funny. I need you to sing it, ducked. Don't worry, I'm gonna come up with a nice version, and then who knows? Maybe I'll record it and kind of have it playing here in the back. I don't know if that's gonna be a copyright thing, but I don't think so. I hope not. Server Thanos. Oh my god. All right, so for right now, I mean, I would say that we are at 74, 76 resistance. You guys know that this is the level of resistance. No big shocker there why we're getting denied, hence why I took profit at 74. 76 was actually kind of like an overnight target as well. So when you're at a, target, you kind of take profit. You know what I mean? I was long from that 60 there, and I just filled it right now. Let me see if I can get this execution on here. Clock. So it just got it filled there at 74 right there, long from the 60. This, I don't even remember what time it was long at. Where I sent it on the Discord, somewhere right here. So I was long at 10:44 p.m. Oh my goodness, look at that. 10:40 ducking 4. Can you see it there? Where the hell is it? 10:44 p.m. Oh my goodness. Anyways, I'm not here to kind of brag about that trade. That's over and done with. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. What I want to just to express here is the idea of we closed bearish on Friday. And I was actually bearish as well. We're on the Discord on the Friday when I kind of was talking over there to the group. I was also bearish, but as I mentioned, we have to follow price, and price is basically king. So if we get back above 58.60, as we did kind of, exactly here, well, then it's a one-way ticket right back on up. And this is what I kind of mean? So if you don't believe that 5860 was resistance, how can I prove it to you? Well, very simple. And I know I'm going to talk a little bit quickly about, yes, Friday, because if you don't understand Friday, you're not going to understand today in general. So we have, sorry about Friday, it dumped. That's okay. I mean, I still nailed it on Friday. I was happy. I mean, we follow price. You know what I mean? Like, if the moment price basically breaks down a certain key level, we will short. Like, I'm not. Yes, I joke around that the future trend goes up because I mean it just typically goes up all the time. But I mean, I'm all for the dump as well. As long as I'm sure, I'm happy with the dump. But which I was. So we have. Uh, a top here right at 58.60 right when we break down. So you can see here the big waterfall that comes in, right? It comes in. Then we have another top there, basically back testing that previous level of support. And then we have another back test literally to the tick, like again, you can short these. I just choose not to, but I'm happy with like 2 trades in a day and walking away green. But if you must, well, there's more trades for sure to be done. So especially on the short side as well. I might be even taking some of them once in a while. But you can see here we have, again, another hit touch of 58.60 gets us denied. We have another one right there, gets us denied. You can start to kind of see this pattern of 58.60 being resistance after it is support. So it's not, coincidence. Basically, what I was talking about and referring to was, this is it. Do you see how when we hit this price here, we go reverse to the opposite way? So the bears put in work. We basically get denied, double top, we go down. But then the key thing to understand here, in my opinion, is that when we get denied from a level of resistance, we then have to go and break the level of support in order to be trending. That's the only way that you can actually trend. If you hit resistance, you break support, well, then you're trending lower. If you hit resistance and then you create a higher high, like we did here, you create a higher high, and then you go back to break resistance, well, then I think that the chart is kind of telling us a pretty straightforward picture that we are essentially trending to the upside here. It's kind of that simple. So when it came down to Sunday, I was over on the Discord there pretty much talking about how I'm looking for a long. There's no such, I'm not looking for a short here because of the way the price action was playing out. Not because I'm a bull. I mean, let's get real here. The goal is to make money to grow our accounts. It's not to be a bull just because you want to be a bull, right? But in general, the right idea here was to be looking for the long, not for the short. So we can obviously see that in hindsight now, yes, it was the better trade overnight. But now leads us to today, which is, what do we do today? Well, very simple. You know that the major level of support right now is going to be 58 to 60 level. Once we fail here, I will look for shorts. I will not be fighting the trend. I'm going to be looking for the breakdown, essentially. Until that level does not break, this thing could still come back down because this level has been kind of a magnet, right? But it can come back down here, and then I'll be looking for a balanced play of that particular level. So yes, we are still bullish above that level. And yes, this is a take profit area, hence why I took profit. And now you can see how price is starting to reject and get denied from 74.76, which is the exact same level from Friday. No real surprise there. I was taking longs on Friday here. I was taking longs on like Wednesday or something like that as well from here. But again, when price is above, we've accepted price, we bounce from here. Right now, we are below and we're kind of getting rejected from here. So yes, there could be an argument for a short here, looking towards the move back on down to the 60. And that's how we create and that's how we play inside these ranges, resistance and support. So I'm not going to take the short there. You guys know that, but I mean, just understand that that is resistance. If you want to take a short, well, I mean, I would have shorted around there. The same way I'm a bull and I want to buy, all the support at 60, whatever it is. If you're looking for the short side, you want to short the resistances at 72, 76, 86, 88. Again, when we get to 86, 88, don't be in shock if, we kind of, get a speed bump there, because there shouldn't be any form of like surprise. We've been inside this range for a little bit now, so it's pretty straightforward. I'm waiting for the dip towards the 60, or I'm waiting for a reclaim of that 74, 76. It's kind of that simple. If we can get basing above here, then I'm looking for the long again. It's exactly the same thing as this one here. It's literally the same thing. Look, we get denied of 58.60. We chop around below it. We squeeze back up. We turn it into support, and then we rally to the next level of support. So it's kind of the same idea here. Exactly the same thing. We have resistance there. We're chopping around below it. If we can squeeze above it and we can turn this area into support, well, then we're looking for the continuation of the trend towards the 86, 88. I mean, it sounds simple, I guess, but yeah, that's if we reclaim. If we don't reclaim, well, then I'm looking for the long at 60 there. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I want to trade today anymore. I'm already happy with the gains overnight, especially on a Monday. On a Monday is very, very good for me. I spent a few hours over the weekend trying to fix this streaming software. I don't know why my Mac has to give me issues. I was reading that, a lot of these programs, and obviously for trading, they're made for PC really. And I don't want to get a PC. I don't want to start beef with anybody here, but Mac is way better. In my opinion. For personal usage, at least. All right, market's going to open it up here very soon. I actually forgot to do something here. Let's ask the Wheel of Fortune what she thinks over here. Where are you, Wheel of Fortune? We need you here, Wheel of Fortune. Where'd you go? Come on. There we go. All right, we're going to give her 2 spins. We take the best out of the 2. Hopefully she's straightforward. What's going to happen at market open? Tell us the fortune, Wheel of Fortune. The pump. Pretty straightforward landing on the pump there. Well, I guess that's spin number 1. Second. Double pump. All right. Well, there you have it. So, double pump. Triple pump. Well, I want to do the third one? All right, fine. Let's do the third one. If it lands on 3 pumps in a row, I don't know. Like that's going to be pretty bullish. Oh my gosh. I think that's leaning. Well, I think that's right in the middle. But still pretty bullish. We done. I can't sleep well. I'm definitely done. I do. If it was nighttime, I would have gone back to sleep, but no. Yo, from TH, by the way. Are you asking where I'm from? Is that what I don't. I think that's what you're asking. You're from Thailand? I'm not from Thailand. I don't know if you're saying you're from Thailand, but when you're saying it. Well, I was born here in El Salvador, and then I'm normally living in Toronto, Canada. I'm gonna be returning there maybe one of these days soon, but I've been living here for about almost a year now. It's crazy how time flies, but yeah. Currently, I'm in El Salvador though. Something worth mentioning here that I kind of, before I forget to do it, because I always forget to do it, we do have numbers coming in hot at 9:45 here. So be careful. I might be waiting for that to actually come out instead of trading the 9:30 open. We'll see depending on the action. It'll price is king, so it doesn't really matter. But we have numbers in 16 minutes, 9:45 S&P Global Composite numbers or something like that. Or no, manufacturing numbers, PMI. So keep that in mind. You're from Thailand. Very nice. Well, we have a viewer from Thailand. I never thought I would actually have a viewer from Thailand, so I appreciate you tuning in. Look at that, from Thailand. All right, market's gonna open on up. If you're not already there, as mentioned, if you're not sure why I was long overnight, well then feel free to join the Discord community. It is 100% free. The link is on the chat, and we're here talking all day, pretty much about key levels and you know, a lot of different things. So if you are interested, it is free. All right, let's get serious now. Market's about to open on up in 1 minute. Like I said, we're gonna be waiting for the 9:45 numbers, especially because we are right below 74.76. And as you know, I already played this whole move, so I don't really find the interesting for me to get long here at 69. Feels a little risky right under resistance. But nonetheless, Choo Choo Train is pushing higher, so I'm going to be waiting for that 74.76 to reclaim here. Could we be getting the Santa Claus rally? 1 minute BTC looking juicy. Nice. You're trading Bitcoin, I guess. All right, market's open for business. Which way are we going? I think I'm going to wait for 74.76 to fully reclaim. Although, again, I think we were likely going there higher. I already traded this. You know, I just don't want to get long right where I took profit. I'd rather wait for the reclaim there and then just look for the continuation, as I already kind of talked about before. All right, we're hitting 74.76 there. One more time. By the way, some fun news, or not so fun news for me. I don't like when we do this, but tomorrow is, I think today is actually the last day that we will be trading ESZ. I don't know when Top Step is going to change this because they're the ones that do it. I cannot change it on my end, but this is the last day I think that we will be trading ESZ. Tomorrow is going to be ESH. It's funny actually. So ESZ, that's my last letter on my last name, and then ESH, my first letter of my last name. It's like it's meant to be. Buenos dias, Antonio. Right now we're getting stuck at 74.76, like I mentioned. I mean, it's resistance. Likely we blow through it, but I just don't really love the idea of getting long here right now. I want to see a nice base get built above it. If we can like reclaim this level completely, you know, maybe build that base, look for that continuation on up. It's important to see that acceptance above that level, because if you don't see it, I mean, you can kind of get like kind of ding donged around there, you know what I mean? Some chop, and worse, it could still pull back. So that's why I kind of like to wait for that reclaim. 1 wick, that's not quite a reclaim, you know. Sometimes I do take them, but you know, they're very aggressive. Like you're expecting at that point, and that's you know, that's a little bit outside the trading mentality that we like, because you're expecting at that point. You're not really following what price is saying. Dollar right now is showing a lot of strength. The SPY here. Don't forget that we do have a gap, of course. We did gap up overnight from with ES. You can see there the dollar is the top chart. It's showing a lot of strength. Not always, but typically whenever the dollar DXY is showing a lot of strength. ES tends to show weakness. Why? Can't really answer you that question. Besides that, I think the two markets are correlated somehow. But you got the SPY at the bottom there. We're kind of going sideways for now a little bit. Perhaps waiting for those numbers to come on out here. Let me get my water. My water's here. Told 2025, that's right. There's a lot of people bullish for next year because obviously Trump is taking office, and you guys saw what happened when that guy took office. All right, so we're getting stuck at 74.76. Again, no surprise there. If you want to short there, be my guest. I don't like those shorts, but hey, sometimes they work beautiful. I gotta say, there's been a lot of streams here where we talk about resistance there. We don't take it, and it works really beautiful. But this is where you must be. I find, use this analogy as an analogy because that's what it is, But we gotta be a sniper in the marketplace. We don't want to be, just a random shooter that wants to just take everything. You can if you want. Hey, I respect you and the way that you trade, but you can short here, you can long here. I mean, you can play this however you want, right? But in my opinion, that opens the doors for a lot of over trading, a lot of losses, and a lot of, again, mental strength that it's required for you to hold this type of mentality. Whereas for me, it's pretty straightforward. Take the low 60 long, take profit up here, walk away. I'm done for the day. Just one and done. Of course, I'm here because I stream, right? But yeah, I'm still looking for more. I still want more. Greedy gets to me too. But what my point is here, if you wanted to short here or you want to short the choo-choo train, short it where it makes sense at a level of resistance. Don't come here short here. This is not, in my opinion, I mean, this is a very gambly short if you're going to take that. But if you want to short it up here, it's still like a low probability setup. But nonetheless, you can at least be resting in the green. The idea of trading is to be calm, be relaxed. Yes, I can get out of hand sometimes, but at that point, I'm not trading anymore. It's almost like as if I'm, guessing my way through it. I do it too. I'm not perfect. But when you can just get down to 1 to 3 trades per day, which is where I'm currently pretty much majority of the time at, you can, pick your shot, take it, walk away. You're done. That's it. Be happy with the gains. You know what I mean? Like, I know that online you can see a lot of people that are like, well, if you made 1,000, why don't you try to push for 2,000, right? Well, the problem is, if you make 1,000, you might end up losing it. Like there's always another day. There's always this mentality online that there's a lack of opportunity. It's a fallacy, because if you made 1,000 today, perfect. Lock those gains in, come back tomorrow, look for the same thing you looked for on that day, and then you're probably gonna replicate the same results. But I don't think that you're gonna be able to replicate the same results, because the market, who knows, it might be choppy afterwards. Maybe you cut the big rally, right? But then that after a big rally, we're probably going to consolidate and not have another big rally as well. You're expecting another rally, and therefore that can lead to losses. Your goal is to be chill. I know it might contradict a little bit of what the online world kind of paints, but not necessarily. It doesn't contradict it, not necessarily, but I don't know. 74.76, acting up as a resistance there. Hence why I said I'm not really excited about getting long here right under it. Could I have maybe taken that short, been at break even there? Probably, but you saw the market open when it was pumping, and then you see this pump here. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. You gotta have some real guts and courage to take that short. But so far, playing out nicely. Looks like we're hunting towards that 60 level one more time. I'm just gonna wait for the numbers. 9:45. I know we're gonna get more volatility, so why am I gonna risk money right now when you know volatility is lower? Christmas. Perhaps we fill the gap at open. We'll see. I don't know. Not at open. When the numbers come in, where's the gap exactly? So currently the gap is sitting at quite low actually. That was 4:14. I like the 4 o'clock gap. So the gap from the close on Friday, we are looking at 55.75. If you want to do it all the way to the actual after hours gap, we're looking at 50.25. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad thing if we can go down there and just bounce from there. It's totally fine. I would still not look for the gap fill though. Until if 68, 67 hold, it is a mild support here. As long as we're kind of range bound here, I think we're just tightening up, coiling up for a pushback on up. Yeah, further up. I would not be looking for that gap here. Like, unless you're short 75, 74-ish area there, there's pretty much nothing to be doing here. We're coiling up right now, and it's perfect because the numbers are going to be coming in. So this is a good consolidation before the numbers come in. La 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 la. All right, we're hitting 74, 76 again. They don't want to leave it alone here. I'm not shorting this. There's no way. Not especially right before numbers. I think honestly we probably take this level back and then we go 88. I'm not entirely bearish on this thing here. I would not look for the gap fill, not until we at minimum break 68. There was no need to be looking for it. If you got some guts, there's a short around here right now. There's just this resistance. It already has played out a little bit. I wouldn't take this. I'm just saying. But this is all entertainment purposes only, so I want to wait for the reclaim of this and take the long towards the 88. This is what's beautiful. If you feel bearish on the day, you think we're going to go fill the gap? Well, there's a short right here. There's a short there. Not here. You're already late for it. You're missing the party, you know what I mean? You got to be short right here, you know, like this. Like, I don't know how much clearer this box can be. 74, 76. It even makes me happy. Like, you know, this is homework I do. Like when levels bounce between your own like when you can get to the point where you're putting lines on your chart and you can see price kind of ranging between the, you know, you're doing something right. At least you can analyze it and take the trades that make sense to you. It takes the guessing out of the game, is my point. Whereas right now in here, you know, it could go either way. You got the X-Men kind of building. So if you like the X-Men, you have, of course, the bear fly kind of here. And then you have this one here building up, if you want to do that. That's the X-Men. You take the one the breaks first, I guess. 2 fake outs already to the upside. This is how I like to draw my trend lines, by the way. I like to see fake outs to the top. I don't like to draw them like this. Or like this, even worse like that. Maybe this one's a valid one because it has a breakout, a fake out to the upside. I would do it like this though. Because it's a 2-minute time frame, it's a tight frame. So I would do it like that. It shows me the fake outs to the upside. That's the X-Men. All right, we got a minute and a half to market open. Till the numbers come out. Something on a side note here before the numbers come out here. I was watching this conspiracy about, Christmas and Santa Claus. How this is some demonic celebration. Yes, I know this is so off guard. I know this is so off topic, but come on, some of these conspiracies, they gotta have some weight. You know what I mean? Like, there's just so much evidence that these people, put forward that it starts to make me question things. Even Santa, the worst Santa, it's Satan. You know what I mean? Like, they just kind of flipped one letter towards the other one. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody or anything. I was born and raised Catholic, so we're gonna celebrate Christmas, especially down here. I'm just saying. Now, when I look at Santa, I'm like, my kids want to go see Santa and take a picture. Am I going to take a picture with Santa or with an idea of Satan? You know. Then again, this is coming from the guy that believes in spirits, believes in numbers, believes in energies, believes in almost everything. So don't take my word for it. All right, let's go. We're gonna be with volatility coming in hot in about 30 seconds. Less than that now. 9:45 numbers. Let's see. Expect volatility. It's always easier to expect it than to be like, it's not gonna do nothing. And look at that again. 74.76 working as resistance. This is getting weaker though. The more we test this, the weaker it's getting. All right, numbers are in. Oh my goodness, look at that. 74 getting denied again. Boom. I'm still not shorting it. Be my guest if you want. I don't, understand the levels and take the trades that you feel best with. This 74.676 can give us an amazing trade today. But I just choose to go along with the choo-choo train. Look, I even made a Christmas carol about it. I'm making it. I'm almost done. Okay, I'm not almost done, but I was inspired this morning. All right. So right now we're still holding 68 here. I don't know about longing here, but there is a long here with a stop down here. I'm not gonna take it. I want to wait for the gap to close if we're gonna be going down. The best trade for me here, I think, is honestly if we can see price get back above here, turn this area into support and then look for that move there. Just because we're below resistance. It's very difficult for me to justify this long here and expect to break resistance. I'm expecting at that point. Now I'm wondering, should I have been short that 74? You know what I mean? Like, keep talking about it, but I gotta get some courage, to freaking short this thing sometimes. I would have been a break even laughing here right now. The problem is when I take those, I know what happens. I know what happens. Let's say I had taken it, right? We would have likely had bounce from 68, reclaim this area, and then when I commit to the trade, I say I go break even. But it's bullshit. I'm lying to myself. I don't go break even. I end up getting short here, and I'm like, no, we're going to go break 60. My stop is going to stay here. And then this is what happens. We're going to bounce from here, reclaim the area, take me out, and then I'm going to look for the long, obviously right here, and then we're never going to come here, and then we're going to continue. That's the problem that has, scarred me for life. Trying to commit to the short, looking for the short. And that's why I know that I'm more of a sniper type of player. I wait for the one and I commit to it. And I lied to myself. It's BS. There's no way I would have gone break even there. And I think anybody that kind of knows me knows that I'm not lying here. See, price would have been reversing. I would have been like, nah, that's just, it's nothing. You know what I mean? This 68 is going to break right now. I'm telling you, trading is more of a mental game than anything. You're at fight with yourself. You're not a fight with the market. I know when not to do anything because it's like, I know I'm just going to trigger myself. And I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. This is kind of choppy here. We opened up at, what did we open up at? At 72, we're at 68. Unless you're short from up here, you should not be kind of doing anything here. What do you guys think, though? Tell me your thoughts. You guys think we're gonna dump from this resistance here? It's holding up nicely so far. There is an argument here. It's holding up very nicely. We have 1, 2, 3 touches of this particular level just in the past 20 minutes. So we could easily break down, but I don't really like how we're like, look at this. We're struggling to break 68. It's not even a major level of support, and we're struggling. For Christmas, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rocks. I'm liking my version better. Choo choo train, choo choo train, choo choo train pumps. Then it goes down. Then it squeezes right back up. Oh, I gotta work on those lyrics later. But when I was listening to that, I'm like, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bell rocks. I'm like, come on, this has to be, turned into a better song. What better song? Come on. Coming back on up towards that 74, 76 level. This is coiling up right now. This is what's nice. So at least whenever we break out of, 74, 76 versus 68, we'll get a nice move, hopefully. We are coiling up pretty nicely right now. You can see here the dollar is continuing to show a lot of strength. And by the way, I do talk to the bull. I got some superpowers. This is kind of like my superpower. I talk to that bull, you see? He says that if you like the stream, you get better luck on the day. So if you want better luck on the day, hit the like. I can communicate. That was his message to me today. So now you know it. Dollar continuing to show strength. SPY very tightly coiled. So is yes, of course. X-Men kind of failing so far. I mean, X-Men already set to break out, to break down here, take the short. It's talking about the long here. So X-Men kind of failing as well. Of my heart. It's such a tight range. Like, look at this. You can either look at the short in here as I continue to repeat myself, maybe the long down here. It's one or the other. I'm going to wait for the resistance. Reclaim, look for the long. I don't really like getting long here. I already took profit here at 74. It's not be that. I was long all night. This is kind of what I like about this strategy too, that you can be long pretty confidently, like, because of course you got to understand that when there's volatility, it's gonna move a lot quicker, so you're gonna be needing to focus more. But besides, when there's those high levels of intense volatility during overnight or an overnight session, you can pretty much leave that going. You don't need to do kind of anything. And I like that. It's pretty straightforward. I know where to get in. I know where to take profit. Like, pretty straightforward plan. You know what I mean? Whereas if I just simply gone, let's assume that this was overnight session, like, just gone long here because we're putting in higher high. Like, where's my next target? You know what I mean? I don't really have one. causing you to take profit early, causing you to, build anxiety over your own position. I slept like a baby last night. I did not care. I didn't even know it was actually long because I left a resting order until it filled me. I'm like, if it fills, it fills. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because there's a lot of times when I leave an order and it doesn't get filled ever. So I'll be risking about 3 points, one more trade. I'll risk part of my daily gains right today. Not in this chop, though. Definitely not in this chop. Through this 74, 76, 86, 88 is incoming. I'm thinking I should have taken that 68 long, guys. I'm kind of here talking, but I should have been long 68. I think so. I don't think this 74, 76 is going to hold anymore. Fuck. Very hard to get long here right now. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 touches already. 4. I think we want this area back here. I'm going to wait. Just wait, Leo. I just took profit here. Take it easy. If we can build a nice little base, like above something, I can get in long on maybe like a wick when we backtest this level. In the world. Oh, yeah. More than blind. So rock and rolling. We're hitting the top of this resistance right now, 76. $76 getting denied there again. How does this look on the hourly? I haven't even looked at the hourly, I'll be honest. We're at the top of that hourly candle right now. You see that? Leaving on a very nice wick right now, I gotta say, but look at that hourly chart. I still stick to the same idea. We take this area back. I think Choo Choo Train is going up. 73.50. Fuck, I should have looked at the hourly chart. I would have felt more confident taking that 68 long. I can see why we bounce from there now. It's a mild support, but I mean, it's turning into like a big one now. Fuck. Hey. Duck, I meant. Duck. $76 got us stuck here once again. Again. How much longer? We haven't really reclaimed it yet, but it is starting to kind of try and, take out the whatever resistance is still here. It's taking some time. And it is Monday, so take it easy. Still a very tight range here. 68, 74, 76. Very tight. I don't like when we're in this tight ranges. I'm here looking at it. Should have been long 68. Should have been short 76. I understand the levels, right? This is good for scalpers. If you're good at like knowing like get long here, take profit here. Get short immediately, take profit here. Get short again, take profit. We're inside of a channel basically. So if you're a channel trader or like a tight range trader or a scalper, you can do very well in these types of markets like this. I'm not, but I'm just saying. All right, all right, all right, all right. What are you gonna do, Leo? I like the long. I still like the long. I don't think we fill the gap. If that 68 continues to hold, I just don't see that. Obviously, if we don't go down, we're not gonna fill the gap. But can you guys tell me on the chat if we're gonna fill the gap for sure? I can't, right? But I cannot. Below 68, we will fill it. Until that doesn't break, we're not filling nothing. We're just continuing to go up. Yes, 74 is acting up there as resistance. I think it's gonna break. I don't know when and how, but I think we're hunting. I think we're hunting 86. When you don't like the longs. That's also true. I don't, but like, look, if this thing breaks out of here, right? It's hard to kind of argue it, like in my own head, like that I could have been looking for the short. This thing is kind of building a P here. I think it's getting ready. We have the pull. We're getting the P here a little bit. Not a very clean P, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I just reclaimed this ducking level already. Yes. I think if I get long here right now, it's too early. We could get denied here again. But it is tight though. Whenever this thing breaks out, pretty quick. Or to the downside, of course. I don't know. Maybe on a combine I would short it. No, I can't do it, guys. I cannot. I just cannot. I cannot go against my rule of shorting weakness. I have to short weakness, not strength. This is pure strength here. We break 68, I'll look for a short. Put it like that. We break above here, I'm looking for the long. The P, it's a sloppy P, but right now we just built a P there. Fudge. We're breaking out of that 76, so that's good. I need small. Let me think about it. Let me think about this. We're kind of breaking out. We need to base build now. We don't want to see a trap above here. So meaning if we get back below 74, you know that this is a trap to the upside. Likely, very unlikely, but it's still in the cards. Still in the books. All right, all right. We got 78 push here. Pretty straightforward for now. After the P. Ducking P, man. I should have taken it. All right, 38 seconds. Where's the hourly candle at right now? Ah, we just opened up with a new one. Gotcha, gotcha. Got it. That's why I was looking for the long. Like it's not that. I don't know, man. It's hard for the shorts. I'm telling you, it's so much harder on the shorts. They couldn't even break down 68. How are they gonna fill the gap? You know what I mean? This is why it's extremely important not to feel bearish just because there's a gap. I don't even, gaps they are I look for them whenever the weakness comes in. So for example, here we broke down 68. Fine, there's an argument for the gap. Until that level does not break and we just keep bouncing right from the level right under below resistance, there is no need to be looking for the gap. Price is very keenly telling us, wake up, smell the coffee. The choo-choo train pumps, Remember that song. All right, so pretty straightforward game now. I got to wait for this 76 to come and, pick me up here. I'll be getting long right on the top of the level of resistance there, which AKA now probably support. If you can come in a little deeper, like maybe like 75 would even be better. But again, 74, 76 now ideally should be support. Hustler for life. For life. It says, what's going on? What's going on is the chart just keeps going on higher. All right, we're getting stuck here, 79. Can we pull back here enough to get picked up? I want to see if I can get picked up somewhere 75-ish. We'll see. Of course, 76 is probably the only level that might even get picked up, but we'll see. Let me see how price comes down here. If we can get something going from here. Not really in the mood to FOMO there. We could be building another P. Hopefully we do something. If we can build some type of structure, it's fine too. Don't just pump ES. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Wait. We're looking for that inevitable 86, 88 now. Do you guys understand that I've been looking for 88 like the past 2 days and I was not successful on any or attempt? You see this ducking wicks here? I didn't get filled by 2 ticks. I think I need to make a video actually about that. I'm like the master at not taking profit on certain things. Okay, let's see. This thing's pulling back. I'm here talking, and this thing is wanting to pull back here. 74 fails. This is gonna be probably a trap to the upside. So keep that in mind. Oh, come on. Either way, I was not gonna get picked up here. I wanted to get long 76. So either way, I would not be long there. I took a late long 72, bailed 78. I mean, in hindsight now, your entry is pretty good. You were on the right side of the move. You know what I mean? This is what I talk about that. I'm going to slide this lower. It's looking like we're selling with some pressure here. Ugh. Just don't know if this is kind of smelling trappy now. We got to hold here. I'm not filled yet. Fuck, why am I getting worried about this? I don't know. Ah, fuck. I knew it. Ah. Are you kidding? You didn't want to fill me there for one tick lower? $76. Come on. Guys, I feel like a little kid. You know when you give a little kid the ball and then they're like they fumbled. I got worried when I saw that little, that little dump coming in. I'm like, maybe I can get filled 74, right? That was my mentality. And then me trying to get a better entry because I saw price kind of selling. Maybe I panicked a little bit by pushing my order down to 74 there. But ideally, right now, I should have been long 75. I would have been at break even already. I mean, or could have if I wanted to, right? I ducked it up. This was on me, you know? But, duck! Come on, man. All right, well, now I'm filled. 76.50. Now you better hold ES. All right, all right. So I'm long on this aggressive reclaim here. It needs to hold that 76 though. I don't want to see it come anything under. I don't need nobody. Hold 76, yes. Like that would don't even test 74. Hmm. $275. I wanted to hold that level. Buenos dias. This is your first live with me. Very nice. Appreciate it. So I got long to 76 here, considering that it was resistance. And right now we're kind of wanting to break back below 74 here. This is where I took profit from the long here at 75. We need to hold this area here. Or else it could be a trap to the upside, as I was mentioning here. Not in love with how we're getting denied there. Might close it, honestly. I don't know. We'll see. I don't like how that went up like that and getting rejected there. $74 is my last hope that we bounce from here. Right now I'm risking about 4 points on this. All right, all right. $1 million question. It's a 74 gonna hold here. That's the last bit of hope that I got there on that 74. These are more aggressive longs, the reclaims, but all right, so she didn't want to hold there. That's the second trade I do on the day here. She didn't want to hold. Duck. Is that trap up there? I don't know. I was not in. Maybe that's why I kind of hesitated at first. Something was kind of telling me there. But back into the same choppy range. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm on the second trade for now on the day. So, oh my god, this thing just went to get me, and look at that. It's kind of already starting to bounce back above 74. Dun, dun, dun. Was that a trap? Did I just get fooled into my own system? We'll see, but kind of smells trappy to the upside right now. Dun, 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 dun. Not in the mood to go to 88 yet. I don't know, guys. It's starting to smell like a little trap to the upside there. What's the dollar up to here? Kind of, I mean, the dollar's pulling back now. They're kind of following each other now. It looks like when the dollar was rallying, ES was rallying. Now they're both pulling back together. Relax. All right, all right. It's smelling like a trap to the upside there. Why? ¿Por qué? Yes. Why? Second trade on that one there. So I'm gonna be switching now over to a combine because I was up about 14 points on that overnight. But I'm gonna be willing to lock those 10 points plus in for the day. So like that, at least I guarantee I'm green on the day. You know what I mean? I don't want to be playing around too much in that account. So back inside the choppy range here. Should I not really done that? It's Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Ducking Monday. Hustler build at 78. I mean, now in hindsight, Hustler, your trade, you took profit right where you had to. Again, the reclaims are more aggressive on the long side, right? Like they are more aggressive, as I pointed. You know, you want to get long after its support, looking for the push up here. Perhaps maybe I should have waited for some more confirmation above that level, but it's always the could have, the would have, and you know, sometimes if you don't get long right away, it kind of leaves you behind. But I gotta understand it is Monday. And I think too with that trade, again, I use this as like a personal journal here, right? I think another mistake I made here was moving my order. So for example, when I had my order sitting at I think it was 76, right? I ended up moving it to 75 and then I pushed it to 74. And then I didn't get scooped up on this push here, and then it kind of came back down here. That's when I got long there. Should have just stuck with that original plan there. Would have gone break even. Kind of that's it, right? Smelling trappy to the upside here. That gap fill could be now in the books. She trapped the bulls right now. So next order of business right now is break 68. Pretty straightforward there. So now where am I going to get short if I'm going to take this? Again, I don't want to fight price. I want to go with it. You know, up until that moment, that 74, 76 was getting reclaimed. We're looking for the push up. Right now, we just fell back into that range, making kind of this false breakout there above. So we follow the trap. The trap right now said, you know, bulls are trapped. So if that's the case, we're going down. We'll see. I think I should have been short already. That's 74 right when we got back into that range. Short 73, now looking for 68. Stop at break even. Very nice, man. That's exactly, that's the trade I would have taken. I'll be honest with you. I don't know how many contracts you are long, but 68 take profit makes sense to me. But if we can crack through that 68, you know what I mean? You're gonna be in for a nice waterfall. So I wouldn't really take profit there right now. I would read the action. If we kind of pop back, then I would, you know, take it. But that's always a risk. I'm not telling you what to do. You know, this is entertainment purposes only. If you want to lock it in at 68, lock it in. You know what I mean? Because if we get through that 68, this thing could give a nice leg to the downside pretty quickly. But take profit, though. If you like 68, take profit. You can always get back in later, right? Hopefully, if we break down, back test it, and then look for that continuation down. That's what I'm gonna be waiting for. That was a nice short though. I would have taken that as well. I was long on that push there. Got caught up a little bit off guard, and this is how, you know, the bulls are trapped right now. So we just follow the trap, we smell the trap, and then we kind of, you know, look the other way. We trade with the right way. All right, 68. Testing 68 right now. I think this thing wants to crack now. Fuck, I should have been short that 74. We couldn't do it when we got denied here, right? See, like, this is what's amazing. You can see all the denials there. It doesn't work. Once we get the squeeze above, the basically falls back right back into the range. That's a trap to the upside. Fudge. Oh my goodness, look at that. I don't know if you kept your short going, hustler, but through that 68, very nice sell right now. I applaud you for that. That was a nice short there. Right after the trap. Beautiful. Today I was trapped. The Bears got me. The bear got me. He doesn't like that I sing all these songs and that I put all these, you know, these gummy bears on them. They don't like it. Look at them. They're eating their little gummy bears. They don't like it. Today they got me on one trade. All right. We're getting the squeeze back towards 68. Is it going to act as resistance now? $1 million question. Again, I'm not on XFA anymore. I will not be risking real profits anymore. I'm locking those down. But we do have a combine here. We can get going. Made 800 on this drop. My goodness. You guys are killing it today. I'm gonna ship you guys my account to password so you guys can trade this. I've only done one trade, the long up here. So me getting trapped, you know, give you guys the hint. Short it. I don't know. I'm debating the 68 short here. I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie. 68 or 74. Let's see. I don't know. I wouldn't really want 74 though. I don't want it to get back into that range. 68, 68. What's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen? I don't know. I don't really like to get in short here right now. It looks too pumpy right now. Too pumpy. Should have gone denied there. Very nice, Antonio. Pretty pumpy here. But we'll see. If we get denied. Oof. That's a pretty strong close on that candle there. Oh my god. Now we have, it looks like we kind of got to trap both ways now. Both up and down. You can see 68 was the clear level of support here. We just flushed and reclaimed it pretty quickly. One of them's got to win. Fuck, this just got even harder now. They should have gone denied here. We should have gone 68, reversed to continue looking for the gap fill. We'll see. All we did was flush the previous hourly low there. Mm. Long 68, you're looking for 72. How the hell are you? What the? That's amazing. I applaud you. I'm so much slower at reacting with these. So much slower. Like I said, I like just my 3 trades, two done. I would have actually been done from that original overnight long, but and there's 72. Good for you. I'm looking for bigger moves. That's the thing. I'm not really looking for 4-point moves, but hey, 4-point moves add up quickly. Should have been long that 68 there. Fuck. Duck, I mean. All right, we're hitting 74 here again. It just makes it more complicated for me because the real trend, I mean, we have a trap to the upside, we have a trap to the downside. I don't really like that trap there. Ugh, but if I get long here, the fucker's gonna get denied. I kind of want to get back in long here. We'll see if we can consolidate. The tricky part is we got that gap to that trap there. Come on, come fill me at least 74, 75. Come on. Fuck, it didn't want to fill me. Feel chasey here, but it is reclaiming 74. I would like to get filled a little lower. Again, this is an aggressive long here, obviously, right? But it's not gonna fill me, is it? Fudge. Shorts get squeezed so easily. Yeah, they do, definitely. We had to do this, you know what I mean? When I was long period previously, had to kind of do that one last trap, I guess, if you will. We're getting back above 76, just like that. Look at that. It takes some time. Ah, this feels fudge. I want to get filled 74. I didn't want to dip. Oh my goodness. 76. Fine. Fill me 76. I'll risk it on this account here. Come on. Same trade as the last one, basically. Nothing really major changes here. Got my order sitting at 76. Can I get filled? Nope. Didn't want to film it. Didn't want to film at 74. Didn't want to film it at 76. Little prick. Fudge! Fudge! Yes! Why'd you have to trap one more time? Why? ¿Por qué? Come on, scoop me up, man. Be nice. You know, I treat you nice. I sing songs to you. And for better or worse, I'm filled. 76. She scooped me up. Thank you, yes. Now, my second wish is that you hold this level. So, meaning hold 74, 76. Okay? Do we have our deal? Yes. Thank you. And then to put the cherry on top, if we can go to 88 now, that would be kind of, you know, if I'm not asking for too much, let's get going towards that 88. Let's take out these shorts here. Pretty please. Let's take them out. Their stops are so good. Their stops are looking so good right there. Come on. Come on. You know those stops are looking so good. They're looking juicy there for you. Oh, come on. Don't just go. Just continue. And it's looking like a V to the downside again, guys. Where it looks like again. A little bit early on that previous one, but I mean, I can't tell the market which one to pump. You know what I mean? It's not my job, but you can see that V for victory playing out right now. You have the trap below 68. We were talking about, you know, that level of support there. You can see how we've trapped to the downside. We squeeze back up. We reclaim. That's the real long there, by the way. And then we, you know, reclaim the next level of resistance. Again, this is a more aggressive long, but continuation of the overall trend. Oh my goodness. This thing is kind of starting to get to rip. I'm surprised here. Wow. Well, no, I'm not surprised, but memories. Wanna let it go for the night. That was me with my long yesterday. I was asleep though. I didn't even know. Ducking rip, baby. Can we get to that? If we get to 88, I'm going to sing you guys the full song. I don't know yet. Let's see. Let's see. Just rip. Yes. Continue ripping. Continue ripping, baby. Continue the rip. Continue, baby. Go, baby, go. This is reminding me of a song, by the way. I don't know if you guys remember the song or if you don't know. Choo choo train, choo choo train, choo choo train pumps. And then what's the next part? It goes down, then squeezes right back up. It's going and blowing through the stops. And now all the bears, are ducked. And that's kind of like what this thing is kind of doing right now. And again, another day, I tell you guys, another day, another by the dip. You wait for the dip, you expect the rip. And that's what I mean, that you can screw up a lot on that entry. You can screw it all up a lot. You can, like you might think of, obviously my 76 is late to the party. It kind of is, because I should have been long right here. This is what I'm always trying to trade, right? But understand that I'm trying to be more flexible on, trading the shorts when we have gaps, because we could have easily gone to 9 at 68 and then look for the gap fill, right? So again, I'm reacting to price. I don't want to predict price. We reclaimed 74, 76 is the exact same long that I was, same idea that we were looking at previously. It didn't work the first time. It's working the second time. And this is what I mean by the law of probabilities. As long as you're with the right move, with the right trend, well, you will ultimately win. So, if this thing goes to the ducking 88, you know how many times I've been looking for 88? I want to get filled 88. 2 days now that it ducks me by 2 ticks. And right now it looks like we're going there. I am not taking no ducking profit. This thing is either going to stop me out or it's going to duck and give me 88. One or the other, baby. I'm not going break you. I'm not doing shit. It's either going to go 88 or it's going to stop me out. One or the other. You pick, ES. You pick. Nah, I might take profit as this thing pulls back. No. Don't be like me, by the way. Okay. Take your profit wherever you want. But we do have some resistance here at 84. It's a mild speed bump. We'll see. If we start getting denied hard of 84, then I'll be looking to lock it in. But I'm looking for 88 here. Look at that. The bottom down there. This is the $1 million thing right here, in my opinion. You have a 67, 68 level of support here. Mild, not even a big one. But again, this is where I want to be trading, right after the liquidity grab. And it goes both ways, It's just, I don't really like the longs here. I mean, the shorts, but you can see how this was resistance, right? This is where I was longing here the first time. We get the liquidity grab to the upside. We reverse right back, and this is the short right here. Unfortunately for the shorts, well, they reversed this move very ducking quickly, and then you're kind of squeezing, right? But again, I want to tell you guys something, okay? Try to hear me out on this. I said below 68, we were looking for the gap fill, right? Why? Because this is all the support that was getting, quote unquote, broken, right? Okay, everybody can see that. So if you're trading like everybody else, or basic, very basic retail where you're shorting at the breakdown here, right? The problem is when you do that, this is the big gigantic problem, that when you get short here, where is your stop going to be? If you're the late FOMO short, your stop's going to be here. Your stop's going to be here. Your stop's going to be anywhere back where? Inside this range, right? So when price grabs liquidity like this, guess what it did? Everybody who was long here, where are the stops? It's very easy to understand that there's stops of whoever was long here is here, here, somewhere in the bottom here. These guys here have their stops here. So when we grab all these guys stops, we have step number one of a trap, which is liquidity grab on the longs. Now, when we reverse hard back into the opposite range, it creates the stops of all these shorts here to get triggered. They get triggered, they get stopped because their stops are somewhere back inside this range, if that makes sense. So that's step number two. Okay. Now, where is the third and final beautiful part? Beautiful part about this is that it's already fooled people into thinking we're going lower, creating this magical level of resistance here. Okay. And obviously we had that breakout here on this particular scenario. We had a breakout, but all these stops here, okay, they are now part three of the liquidity grab, which is the gas for us to continue pushing higher. So there are three people getting screwed essentially. The longs, the FOMO shorts that basically have no idea what the fuck is going on. And then you have these guys over here that are sitting there laughing how trend is going lower, right? And then, well, there you have it. That's basically the trap right there. And no, yes, of course, someone's gonna say hindsight. No, it's not hindsight. This is, kind of what my message here is in terms of the way we're looking at trading. The trap at a level of support, you wait for it, take the long after it, and I mean, you get the V for the victory. V for the victory is happening right now. Now the question is, how much higher can we go? We're getting stuck right under 84. Like I said, if you want to take profit, lock it in. Look at that. We just broke the trend line here. Somebody made a comment the other day that I should have been out as soon as the trend line breaks. And I don't remember what else was there. Reading price action, right? You're right. You do have an argument. I'm not going to argue with you. But at the same time, you need to understand that a fucking two-minute time trend line has no weight over what price actually does. So when we reclaim this level here, I simply think we're going to 88. How we're going to get there is none of my business. So I just leave it. Do I give back a lot of profit a lot of the times? Yeah, but that's my problem, like don't trade like me. This should serve as an example of not to trade like me. Don't be like me. But at the same time, understand that I am full knowing that this trend line just broke now. Okay, perhaps I should be getting out, but I'm just not. I'm just not gonna do it. Right now, what I would expect is for us to simply do a P here. If we can do some type of a P here, perfect. As long as we hold this magical area here, I think we're good. 76 towards that 79 level. We're stair-stepping higher. I wouldn't really want to see 74 get hit anymore. I'm telling you, it's either stop out for me or it's going to the 88. One or the other. I am not gonna miss this 88. I think I'm fighting with the market at this point. I think you guys can all tell. So I gotta slow down. I will not be a winner fighting the market. Could we be building the P? I don't know. We'll see. I'm not saying we are yet, but it looks like we are. Can it happen? Can it happen? Jingle bells, jingle bell, jingle bell rocks. Jingle bell. Come on, 88. Hit 88. You guys don't understand how much of a pain in the butt 88 has been to me last week. A big pain in the butt. So if we can hit 88 now, I can almost come to peace with this for some reason. I would feel like I have closure on this, ducking 88. Come on, I like 88. 88. Give it to me, yes. By the way, that's my patent right there. That's a P for pump. EP equals the pump. If you ever hear anybody else say that that's a P pump, let me know. That is my patent. Yes, I know it's a bull flag, okay? But it's a P. Go bell. Speed Racers watching 83, 85 area. I don't know if you took profit already, but we are getting stuck here right now. So if you are looking to take profit, not looking too bad if you want to take profit. If I had a runner, I would probably take one out here and then just leave a runner going, but I do not have a runner, so I'm going to just commit to this ducking trade. By the way, it's almost Christmas time. Do you guys realize that how fast this year flew by? I'm amazed at like how fast. I got here to El Salvador back in April, and I'm like, we're gonna stay maybe a couple months, 2 months, maybe 6 months at most. And yet here we still are, and it's December. I do gotta return back to Canada though one of these days. So there will be a time where it does make me a little bit sad talking about this, where I'm not gonna be trading, at least live, obviously, for maybe a good like 2 months, maybe. So it's gonna be a little bit of a break, but I will still, of course, be over on the community. We will still do some stuff over on the community. I'll still be putting up videos as I can, but we're not gonna be live streaming every single morning. I actually don't want to leave. Like, this is what's funny with me. Like, I want this life to have freedom. I think that a lot of you guys might be able to relate, where you want to trade because you want freedom, right? You want to make money from anywhere in the world or whatever, even if that's not your goal, but you just don't want to be working at a 9 to 5 forever. So, well, my goal obviously is that, and also to be able to trade and survive anywhere in the world. And thankfully I'm going in that direction. But at the same time, it's like I'm thinking about maybe going Portugal next year. I don't know, or in general anywhere, like anywhere. But that requires for me to get my ass on a mother ducking plane. And I'm here open and honest about it. I don't really like planes. I don't know why I have this thing with them. And I don't like talking too much about it. My wife tells me the law of attraction, all these things, I don't like talking about it. The point is simple. I want this freedom, but then now that you can taste it, I don't really want it. Like, I don't really like the idea of, going out different countries anymore. I like the idea of getting old in one house and, just sitting there. going around in a car. I'll drive everywhere. That's my next actual crazy trip that I want to do one of these days. I want to do a trip from Canada all the way down to like Brazil if I can one day in my lifetime. Of course I can, but I want to do that one day. And the reason I want to do this is because I want to visit all those countries, but not by plane. Panama looked really nice. When we made a stop in Panama, their airport was so massive. It was even bigger than Toronto. I felt like it was bigger than Toronto's Pearson Airport. It was massive, that thing. Panama looks nice when we landed there. Madrid as well. When we landed in, I could see the stadium. We were there for a couple of hours waiting for our next flight. So it's kind of ironic that, I wanted freedom to be able to travel. And then now that I can travel, I'm like, no, I'm not going. I'm staying. All right, while I wait for this consolidation here, I mean, there's pretty much nothing to do. So can't really do anything besides tell you guys some gibberish. Holiday trading is going to be upon us very shortly. So it's going to basically, holiday trading is like this. It's kind of like Thanksgiving trading. Same scenario. Well, holiday trading in general. But Christmas trading is kind of the same thing. So Christmas trading, we basically pick a way, we go that way. It's that simple. And then you might be like, well, how do you know which way he has picked? Now that. For that, if you want to know more, you're going to have to basically join the Discord community for free. And that's the funny thing. It is free. Because I'm going to be there probably telling you a deeper dive into the plan overall. Not here on the stream. I mean, I could, but I'm just here talking to myself. It's kind of weird. All right, come on. Let's get this pump going. I'm going to even make this P a little bit tighter here. I'm going to make it a little bit tighter. The P for the pump. Can it play out? Just because there's a P doesn't mean it's going to go up. But it's all about probabilities. A lot of them, they do break to the upside. Of course, last week there was one, I think, where I was long as well, and it did not break to the upside. So it's all a matter of probabilities here. I still think we want to hit 88, but question is can we do it right here, right now? What about you guys? Is anybody still looking to short here? Looking to buy here? You gonna fade my long? It's okay if you do. I'm curious. Need a topic of conversation here while we wait for this. Come on, yes. Hold 79. Let's continue to rally towards that 86. Still long. Very nice. Come on, hold 79 ES. Hold it. Hold it for this P. Hold it. This is boring though here. Come on, ES. Let's hold here. We go 88. Dun, dun, dun. I guess if you're still long, you're just, there's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Like, pretty boring when it's like this. Interest rates and Papa Powell on Wednesday. Is it really? I actually don't know. I don't really check news for the week, but I should this week. Thank you for bringing that up, actually. That is extremely helpful. Could mean that we might consolidate until then on tomorrow. Tomorrow could be a consolidation day a little bit. See, Monday, Tuesday, retail sales 8:30. So we got some numbers at 8:30 tomorrow. 3-star numbers, so that could be interesting to trade. Might be better to trade at 8:30 than during the day. And then Wednesday, oh yeah, you are 100% right. Interest rate projection, interest rate, FOMC projections, FOMC state. Oh yeah, they're gonna do an interest rate decision. They're expecting a 0.5% cut, 0.25% cut. So they're gonna be bringing it down to 4.50. Well, that's the expectation. Actually, let's look at it together while we wait for the P to work out. So we have, you are 100% right. FOMC on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So that's going to be the big event. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to even, I guess I could trade in the morning. I might want to just trade at 2 o'clock though on Wednesday. I like the extra volatility on Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We'll see. All right. Well, thank you for bringing that up. That is definitely very good for everybody to know, because if tomorrow we're choppy and pinging to a level, we're waiting for 2 o'clock, because that is a very, if not the biggest news that we're going to get, all week, all year. Not all year. I mean, we have a couple of them, right? But I just mean it's the biggest news event. So tomorrow is the last one. It's going to introduce a lot of volatility, hopefully. And we can look at, all-time highs or a bigger pullback. If I had to guess, I'll be out before the announcement for Xmas dinner in London. Nice. Definitely. Don't take it heavy, like take it light. Right before Christmas, you don't want to be. Good news, pump to 6,100 plus. I don't know, but if I had to take a guess, I'm just saying, like, I don't know if you understand what I mean, but I think I kind of know the winner. Come on, camera, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Bull, baby. I'm definitely gonna be bullish on it. Probably, we'll see. It depends how we get there, where we're at. I don't know, but I almost feel like it doesn't matter what the guy's gonna say. I think we're gonna go up. All right, 81. We're kind of getting going now. Can we go now, please? Let's hit 88. Pretty please. This is already Christmas trading. Just takes long. What time is it? My time. 10 o'clock. It's 10 o'clock my time. I should get going soon. But I feel weird ending the stream like this. Come on, yes. Let's go, baby. Let's go to the ducking 88. Let's go to 88. Right now we're basing basically. We are basing right above 79 and below 84. Ding, ding, ding. Ding. 11 o'clock. This is already a very long stream. I'm happy at least I fixed my software issue. You guys are not, you're not going to believe what the problem was. It's so ridiculous, the problem. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I do not know what the problem was. I had to reinstall everything. That's all I did. I got so fed up with it. I'm like, okay, I saved my settings. I deleted everything and I reinstalled it and it's working perfect. So my question is why even the settings I saved. So I didn't delete anything. I basically I don't know. I'm like I was frustrated. I'm like when it's not meant to be, it's like when something is not meant to work, it just isn't. So I don't fight it. I'm that type of person. Like if I'm going out, like something bad happens, you're like, well, it was kind of meant to happen. You know what I mean? Like it's just every piece is falling into place as it should fall into place. And I don't want to fight it. Come on, ES. Let's enough with this. Let's get going now. Come on. Let's, wrap up this trade. I do love trading this way though with technical analysis and stuff. It just makes life a whole lot easier. And obviously if I wasn't streaming, well then I would not be here. I would just have my stop where I wanted, break even or where it's at. It really doesn't matter. Point is you would just let it play out. Let it print, let it print, let it print kind of thing, but because there's absolutely nothing to do here. We're late. Like if you're trying to long here, you need to understand that like you're late to the fiesta. The party's already it's almost ending, and you're trying to get in. I mean, of course, there's still a good sizable move here, but as long as you don't do it too many times, you know what I mean. As long as you understand that the real move happened right here. This is it. If you don't understand why we're even ripping or this whole thing in general, I think that's kind of the problem. But and then here, this is a reclaim of that previous resistance support now, hopefully. And yeah, we're looking for the continuation. This sucks though. This is low. This is why I like the volatility we get tomorrow at 2 o'clock, because it's just much quicker. It's easier to know if you're gonna get stopped out. It's easier to know if you're gonna profit. It's so much easier. There's no waiting around for it. What would be maybe nice to see here is you see how we're building an artificial support level here. I don't know if this is going to happen, but if we can maybe break it down quickly, reclaim it, maybe that can get us going. I don't know, anything, yes. Just do something, man. All right, looks like we're breaking it down. And we kind of broke it down by a tick. The low there was 78.75. We went down to 78.50. There is absolutely nothing to do here besides wait. Ooh. First century. Mean to it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Look, I used to play soccer, okay? You're going to tell me you're going to miss this shot here. You're going to tell me that, remember, these guys, they get 5-star soccer cleats. They get 5 stars everything, okay? They sleep 5-star hotels every single day, as that video clip shows. And look at this. The man is by himself. Look. How? How could a ducking score that? What an embarrassment. Took a long on that pullback at 79. Might be a little late. Gonna try and hold that. Yeah, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, like I said, you're just a little bit later, but that's okay. As long as you're waiting at least to get long at 79. You know, I wouldn't get long nowhere near here in this middle ground here. No way. 79, if you don't trust it, you can be a break even already. It's a free trade essentially, right? So not bad. I just gotta wait. The P is bigger than I thought it was gonna be. So let me adjust it. So the fact that the P is this big, it likely will produce a bigger move, right? $1 million question is which way? And I would just simply tell you that there is kind of no need to guess. You just have to take your shot. If you like the shorts, well, you know that this is resistance up here or a fabricated level of resistance. If you think that this P or whatever, if you think we're hitting resistance, we're going to get denied. You're feeling bearish on the day. You think we're still going to fill the gap. Well, then you would take a short up here. You know what I mean? I would take it up here. If you think that, you know, we're going to go up, well, then I would take, like Hustler just did, the long down here, right? Because you can clearly see how we are pinging and ponging, pinging and ponging, pinging and ponging in between that tight range right now. But if you ask me, the real long is down here. This is a second higher risk long entry trade there. But either way, you pick, you know. Come on, yes. Let's just go to 88. I want to close this trade. Like, come on. Let's go, baby. Let's go to 88. All right, let's do something fun here. I was watching some soccer. I'm getting off track there. Let's see if this P is what it's gonna do. Are we gonna pump? Are we gonna dump? Or we're not gonna take the chop because after this type of consolidation, we are gonna be almost guaranteed that we're gonna either pump or dump, right? I think so. Let's ask the Wheel of Fortune. What does she think? Roll number one. Pump. Yes. Yes. All right. Second time. Second time. Second time. Okay. We said we're not going to take chop. We're already in that. So she gets one more. Okay. Nope. No chop. She's either going to dump or pump from this consolidation here. Dump. Uh-oh. All right. I guess third time is the tiebreaker here. Nope. No yellow. Pump! Yes! Yes! You can definitely tell I've been here long when I'm getting my answers from the ducking indicator. We're pumping. The indicator said we're pumping. Wheel of Fortune says we're pumping. I think we're pumping. The ducking P says we're pumping. So we just have to kind of wait for it. Or we're all going to be dead wrong and the thing's going to dump. Oh my God. Come on, let's go to 88. Come on. The market can't be in here forever. We're going to have to do something. So let's just do it now, yes. Oh, just a little lonely night. Can it go? It wants to hit the top of the range right now. Come on. Come Honey, yes. Please, just do it. Come on. Isn't it funny? Don't you guys ever wonder how the market can do this? Like go perfectly sideways inside of a range. I kind of wonder it sometimes. I'm like, why? How? They're accumulating here. And I just find it interesting. I'm gonna add some more pictures to that thingy, tomorrow or later. I want some new pictures. This is painful. If I see another dip below here, reclaim quickly, I'm gonna be adding because I'm starting to wonder if this is even worth it now. This was supposed to be done, 10 minute. Whatever move is gonna come out of this, the nice thing is that it's gonna be pretty good, hopefully, right? Fingers crossed, but hopefully it will be pretty good. And remember, 88 has been a very big level, so if we do want to hit it, it's gonna need some momentum because we were stuck below that 87.50 for a while, like a good while. So if we are consolidating right before the breakout through there, well, maybe kind of makes some sense. But either way, yes, I don't know, but just let's move it along here. Really alive. Is another short squeeze incoming? Please, yes, don't. I just want to see a rip. If it can rip, it'll be worth it. Because if it just dumps, I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I should have just walked away. You know what I mean? The outcome is irrelevant. I have no control over the outcome, but I can only control where I'm positioned from, and that's it. But please let it be worth it. Let's just pump. Perfectly sideways. That is amazing. Since what time is this? 10:34. We've been going perfectly sideways for 45 ducking minutes. Welcome to Christmas holiday before the big Wednesday. Well, either way, I mean, got nothing to worry about, I guess. It's a free trade. So come on, let it print. I don't know if this matters, but we are currently showing some strength on the dollar. So does that mean that ES is gonna fall? I don't know, but the current low there was 78.50. We are attempting to break it. I think we did actually by a tick. So 78.25. I don't know if this is a P anymore. This is taking too long. Kind of looks Emmy now. Emmy. You bailed. 1 point loss. What were you long from again? I forget. You were long, let me see, 70, 68. Or that was another one. 79. 78. This is what I mean. Like here, I think honestly, like, I mean, who knows what's gonna happen, obviously, but they're artificially creating support here right now. So in order for this artificial kind of support to actually break, they need to break it down to the downside and then kind of go up, if that makes sense. Remember, like what I was talking to you about? They're artificially creating this, creating liquidity right now. They need to break down probably to the downside so that we can reverse and then kind of go to the other way. And then we leave these guys unattended. We wouldn't want to break the top here. This is the point, that we don't want to break the top. We want to break the bottom, if anything. Because you know that if they break the bottom, they're taking out the stops from the longs. And when they take out the stops from the longs, they have now more liquidity to get back into the range. And then you have the FOMO shorts that are also stacking up at the bottom, thinking that this is the breakdown now. So when we reverse, we're taking out their stops as well, creating extra liquidity. And then if this is going to break to the upside, well, then the magical third part of the trap, or I guess this kind of push here, is the fact that we have all these stops here that have not been tampered with. So when we get going here, we're just going to take them. I'm done for the day, for the week. Amazing. Good job, Antonio. Very good. At least you're going to go to work in a good mood now. Dun, 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 dun. All right, can we get going now? Up 587 in total. That's good. Congratulations. I was reading your analysis over on the Discord community. Not your analysis, but like your idea of that you're getting more confident with the levels now, and you're starting to trust your analysis. That's good. Very good. That's kind of like actually when I even had my, a lot of people that say that green light or that light bulb moment when you're like that light bulb moment, I guess, if you will, when in trading or in general you get this idea that you might be getting it. That's when I felt it a little bit, when I started to feel confident in levels, because at that point I'm like, okay, I don't really need to guess, for example, right now which way this is going to go, but I know I can get long here and I'm looking to take profit here, and here I don't want to trade. So that confidence that came from it, that's what, now I can get into trades quicker. There's no necessarily emotion attached to getting long at certain levels, because just based on your analysis and probabilities, you will be, I don't know, you start to trust yourself more. And that is key when it comes to the market. why do I gotta get myself into these 45-hour minute ranges? Like, honestly, if I had known this thing was gonna be this long, I would have just taken profit here. Forget it. Even if we go to the 88 now, it doesn't feel so pleasing now. I have to sit here an hour. But it's okay. It's okay, Leo. It's all right. Take it easy. That's trading, you know? Can't. I even gotta push these things forward now. We can't be stuck in here forever, right? That's the idea. We're gonna have to do something. Come on, ears. Just do it. just, just go. Is there any numbers, anything that can make this thing go? Let me see. Today, nothing. No, this week. Nope, today. Okay, so in 4 minutes, we have a 3-month treasury bill auction. In 3 minutes or 4 minutes now. Maybe this is the news that we've been waiting for. I don't know. I don't care. The market doesn't really care. I would think we're going 88, but either way, in 4 minutes, we're getting a 3-month, 6-month bill auction. I couldn't care less what they're gonna print on that number. Just give me the number so this thing can get going. Please. If we go to 88 and that ducking in 4 minutes, or whatever, even if we break out of this thing in 4 minutes at this point, you will know that this thing is just waiting for a number for numbers to likelihood do the inevitable. And this is what I always speak about, like things like this. Numbers are just like gas. The numbers are the gas to a burning fire. Whether that's to the upside or a downside, but smart money is not accumulating here right now. Real smart money, they're not here right now. Like, oh, what are we gonna do here? Should we short? Should we long? Like, we've been here for an hour. Maybe there's good support at the bottom here. No. These guys are long or whatever from a long time ago. And right now, we're gonna witness the inevitable, whatever they're already pre-planned to do. Yes, I kind of think about it cynically like that. It's rigged. This whole thing is rigged. Three more minutes. Nothing to do again. Don't be over expecting. Don't under expect. Just trade the level. We got that 68 long trigger. Should have been long there. I'm long from a more aggressive long at the 76 reclaim. And it's that's it. Yeah. I'm just too committed now, and I'm too invested in this trade now. We have 2 minutes left for these numbers. 2 minutes. Come on, yes. Let's go to the 88. You. One minute and a half for the numbers. Or I don't know if they're releasing at 29 or 10 o'clock exactly. So it could be in 20 seconds or in 1 minute and something. Let's see. I think it's gonna be at 11:30 though, but all right, 11:29 is now here. So 1 more minute. They are 10. They are 11:30 numbers. It appears because I don't. This thing hasn't updated yet. So I don't even want to look. I honestly don't want to look. I don't think I want to look. All right, numbers are here now. Numbers are here officially. 3-month bill auction and 6-month bill auction. So what are we gonna do? Yes. He knows. So we just got numbers right now. It doesn't appear like we're doing a whole lot. The dollar is showing weakness. That's interesting. You can see here the dollar deciding to pull back here. Dollar pulling back currently. SPY very tightly coiled. Could it pull back? I don't know. They've been kind of following each other today, so kind of keep that in mind. All right, so they're taking the stops of the longs here. We're breaking down. This P doesn't look the prettiest now. An hour in this trade. Oh my goodness. Just to see a breakdown. Ugh. Keep in mind, tomorrow we're likely going to be trading on the new contracts. So it's going to be ESH, no more ESZ. So if tomorrow my levels look different or, your charts get, your broker switches you to the new one, don't be surprised. Make sure today overnight you look at, those levels. I can't do this no more though. We're just trapping to the downside here again. I don't know. I think I'm gonna add here. It's either gonna go. Let me see. You already switched to ESH. That's good. I didn't. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Well, today, but tomorrow. Just in case you didn't know, now you know. All right, we're breaking down to the downside here. If we can reclaim up here, hopefully we can get going. Two down. Coming two down. This is painful price action. If tomorrow is like this, I'm not even gonna bother too much with it, but so slow in general. Coming to town. Well, after this, I'm gonna leave. So thank you all for tuning in. I do appreciate your support. It's actually a very long stream on my end today. This is one of the longest streams I've been on. How often will the ticker change for yes? Every quarterly, so every like 3 months. Every 3 months they change it for the next contracts. It kind of bothers me when we changed because then I gotta obviously adjust my levels and whatnot, but all right, well, this thing's breaking down, so I'm gonna just go break even here. I can always re-enter if we, get down to 74 here. So I do obviously, I'm not gonna get out, just gonna leave it there, break even. But I do want to thank you all for tuning in today. I know it was a very, very slow session, pretty much right after that squeeze. I would have loved to see that 88 get hit, but like I said, I just have no control, obviously, over the market. I am going to be looking again for the long side if I get broken even here, but I don't want to be sitting in this thing any longer and streaming at the same time. If it wants to go, well, then you know where I'm at. You know my stop and you know my take profit. You know which levels I'm looking for. So, yeah, hopefully we can reclaim that area and kind of get going, but to change my charts too. What I would suggest if you don't want to be changing your main trend lines and your main like your main stuff, do your trend lines and key levels on SPX. SPX is essentially what we're trading, but it never changes. So your lines and everything can always stay the same. But you will have to adjust the price for yes. I know it sounds confusing, but do your homework a little bit on that. If you're interested, SPX is where you want to be doing some trend lines so that you can always leave them on without having the need to change them. But for now, honestly, I can't do this no more. I'm going to walk away. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm at break even. I'll continue over the conversation over on the Discord community. Should have done this a long time ago already, but she's just consolidating further above 74, 76. Choo-choo train, plain and simple, wants 88. So I'm already positioned for that move towards that 88. And there's pretty much nothing for me to be doing here besides just let this play out. So I don't know if this is going to be the pump. I don't know if the next one is going to be the pump. I'm just looking for 88. So please, yes, don't make this more complicated than it has to be. Give me 88. I walk away. So peace. Thank you all. I will be back here tomorrow at 9:10 in the morning. So, ciao. Salud.